Well, hello once again, everybody, and welcome officially to another Leftover once again. This is Ryan, and, well, yeah, remember that content thing, right? I gotta really scrape out the barrel bombs right now of whatever the heck I must have left over. Um, so, we're gonna go back to a really interesting point in time around the beginning of 2K20, also known as when COVID-19 was already starting to get bad enough for me to really question what the heck I was gonna do next. So, keep in mind, this is literally this is literally actually recorded around the same time as when lockdowns really began to happen around March of 2K20 here in our province. So, literally keep in mind, this video might be just a little bit outdated, but just in case you want to have any future info, just in case another pandemic hits in the far future from now, well, let's all pray this will never happen again. But I mean, just follow this advice then, just in case anything would happen like that again. I don't want to say likely, dude, because there is no way in heck I'd want to go through this again in a long while. We had just made it through a pandemic and back again, so, well, it only took us 3 years, but, well, here we are, mostly back in business, but also a little bit more safer because literally, why the heck not? I kind of hope that COVID-19 info stuff doesn't really pop down below this dang YouTube video because, honestly, it's kind of done and over with at this point in time, and I'm just going to hereby justify for the sake of basically that. But anyways, this is basically a March 2K20 video on the top steps on why you should be safe during when COVID existed, mostly. Well, it still actually does exist, but it does at the same time simultaneously pose less of a threat to us and a community as a part of our society. So let me just go ahead and proclaim that right now. But, I mean, it's still around, dude, so we're gonna still have to be safe enough just to be at least very aware of what the heck we had just gone through. Honestly, dude, the past 3 years have been just a very interesting time, alright? Nothing back in 2K20 had gotten really according to plan for me, especially, alright? Gotta keep in mind, this is right before I also just decided that I wanted to just deliberately, briefly take a break from all of social media from when the pandemic was back, from the lockdown onwards, only up until around May or so, just to figure a few things out right before the last time period I just had. But I mean, what you see is what you get. This video will just explain it all. Probably one of the first videos ever recorded in widescreen, alright? This is uncharted 2K20 territory, alright? So, there we go. Follow the 2K20 Brian steps just in case anything would have happened like this again, and enjoy the video. That's enough of me talking. I'm making this too long enough. See ya!
It's time for Bry Guys Vintage Leftovers. I'm sorry I forgot to eat it all. I promise. It's a little spoiled, but it's alright. Continue on.
COVID-19, everybody, also known as coronavirus. Yeah, currently, as I will potentially say right now, as said in the title, I'm going to be talking about it. So currently right now, as current in the situation already right now with COVID-19, COVID-19 is already spreading pretty much around the globe like butter. And listen, I want to urge every person right now to try to at least stop it a little bit while you still can. Alright, everyone? Because I know that things definitely did kind of get serious over time. Also, for this video is actually not really a response to other YouTubers who talked about before, such as Markiplier and who or whatnot. I'm actually just trying to actually spread the word and say it from what I kind of think about it so far and what I think had kind of happened. But I will not fully go in detail of it, and I'm also not going to try to make people feel so uneasy to that point, because I'm not trying to make it up to that point here, alright? So, to be honest right here, COVID-19, like I said before, is pretty serious right now, alright? I've already heard about, so many people keeling over because of it, alright? alright? It's pretty much that bad. Especially with those with faulty respiratory systems, everybody. Alright, like, if you're that person who's healthy before, who just gotten the virus, for those with respiratory systems you're about to, like, even get in contact with, do not do that. Alright, because I kind of feel like at that point that's the last thing we need for, like, many individuals with faulty respiratory systems. Alright, that is not something you should do. But to be fair and honest here, like, also, if you're panicking currently about COVID-19, I just generally feel like I'm just gonna say altogether, panic is the last thing I feel like should happen. All right, like, to be honest and fair here, I'm just gonna, like, try to say right now, try not to panic too much. Listen, I've actually been advising myself so far to not really, like, go full on the hog wild too much and jump up and down and start running around and all that stuff about that stuff, because, like, I know I feel uneasy, but, like, I'm trying to get some more info, dude, more than just panic, because, yeah, that's all I can do so far right now. But especially for right now, yeah, I also heard, like, apparently, as according to much research coming from me, apparently the earliest case so far of COVID-19 had kind of, like, literally started as early as, like, I think it was November of last year, according to, like, what sources say. And I know we didn't realize it at the time, but now we do, and it's pretty much kind of getting quite bad. So I feel like my advisories for everybody who's watching this here, number one, absolutely stay hygienic, especially when going bathroom. Just literally just try to sanitize yourself after every activity you do, and then after that, just, like, yeah, just keep on doing what you're doing as long as you try to stay hygienic. I know, I feel like I'm kind of triggering people with OCD here to just absolutely wash their hands more, but, like, you gotta stay away from some of those sicknesses, man. And the second thing is, don't really go out there, alright? Like, listen, unless you really do want to have it, just don't really go out there, especially in large gatherings, man. Like, crowds, like, they bring out the main party of pretty much a few sicknesses, alright? Especially when getting in contact with them, like, in concerts or maybe even, like, other events that relate to concerts or movies. Like, absolutely, like, just don't really go out there unless it's really something important, such as, like for healthy people work. Listen, that reminds me, for number 3, if you're sick and if you're going to work sick, I'm just gonna, like, say right here, do not try to do that, because you know what's gonna happen. You might potentially spread the virus, and then many other people around you will get sick with that virus, because already COVID-19 sucks. So anyways, yeah, like, just in general, try not to get too much, like, just try not to spread the virus just in general, man. Alright, especially when just going out there, just try to especially protect yourself for number 4, alright? Especially with gloves and all that, maybe a bit of masks, especially people who are healthy. Like, I know this is, like, a little bit of some bad advice, a little bit, but, like, I'm just, like, gonna try to say whatever I can say for this video about COVID-19 so far. But otherwise, so far, just in general, it's pretty bad. And for other people who may want to watch this so far, for a little bit more info or something like that, or maybe something else, well, I'm not going to really go too much into details, I will say, in the video right now, currently. But I will say right here, absolutely try to spread the word around social media if you can. Like, try and grab an electronic that can film so far, and then try to, like, you know, say out your word and your perspective about what the heck is happening of COVID-19 and how you're gonna, like, treat it so far. Alright, like, at least I'm, like, actually trying to do something, alright? This video might get a bit more views than usual. Also, with the camera, as if you hadn't noticed, Yeah, I'm actually trying to like test out widescreen quality right now for future uploads starting later on this year. All right, so it kind of looks pretty good so far, actually. But sorry, I'm like getting terribly off track here. All right, like because that's not the point of the video. Because I'm literally talking about COVID-19. But all I can say so far is just like try to absolutely stay away from that virus as much as you can. Because that's an advisory to many people, especially friends of mine, just to do. Alright? Unless you do have something important, and if you're a healthy person, just try not to go out there too much, man. Alright? It's bad enough that we already got, it's bad enough that it's already pretty bad right now, as I will just say right now, as I had heard from many news sources and outlets, especially those online on my computer. So, yeah, I think that's all I got for right now. I'm just going to literally end off the video here by just saying, absolutely be safe out there, away from that virus, and I'll talk to you guys later. My uploading schedule will kind of resume, starting with, I'm going to literally put out the date, March 20th. Alright, that's when another video you'll see is going to be put up regularly. Alright, I'm not fully halting uploads because of it, but I mean, somebody's got to upload, dude, normal content. But I mean, yeah, this is just like updates about what's happening with COVID-19 right now for this video. Alright, so, later. Sorry, this is only one jump cut. I'm gonna cut here by just saying absolutely. Like I just thought of this saying right now. Don't spread the sickness, but spread the word about the sickness. All right. It kind of sounds like a good thing so far. Like at least spread the word about it, but don't just spread the sickness. All right. Like I'm kind of making up a good point here. Anyways.
Alrighty, people, did you get any of that? I sure hope so, because, really though, that was an interesting time enough indeed. Alright, but anyways, if you followed any type of advice, just in case more pandemics begin, I mean, not to say it's likely, but literally though, like, just in like the next, like, I don't know, century or so, because apparently, like, back in 1918, we had, like, dang Spanish flu. That was a bad enough pandemic, and I wasn't even around that time. 2K20, I was definitely around here, and then COVID just decided to literally hit. Halted all plans for everybody, including myself, and then all of a sudden, now we're just here, just like, coming back from it just now. Oh boy, honestly, the past few years, and boy, what a ride it's been so far. But I mean, otherwise, I kind of hope you got all of this advice from me so far clear enough. But, I mean, otherwise, I'm just going to hereby say right now, it's a little bit outdated. There's nothing really much else to really hopefully, completely be so concerned about. I mean, I hopefully won't let wash your hand freaks go on ahead and wash their hands all the time daily now, because I don't want to alarm everybody again, like I will say right now. This is like way back in like the 2K20 mark. Things were a little bit different around this time, and I want to say maybe 2K20 was definitely a cathartic year after all for me personally. I don't know what it was about it, but I learned. That's all I gotta say. Alrighty, so I don't want to keep you guys, watching this video all the time, so I'm just going to probably leave it here. Hopefully everybody will definitely be safe up there. Just in case I hadn't stated this all in the original video, definitely grab notifications for our next time I upload videos like this more often. I also want to promise to everybody, yes, I'm still trying to catch up on Leftoverz right now. Really bear with me. It kind of can get inconsistent from time to time, but really though, you're kind of seeing what you get, so that's basically all that will matter. Alrighty, for now I'm just going to let you guys pick a video, because really, I just gotta get going now, because I gotta start editing a lot more. Alright, so that's basically everything, everyone. Until next time you can see more from me, well, later, people. Hey. Okay, that was an interesting enough video. COVID-19, everyone? Did you like it, or did you not? Probably most likely not. I feel for you guys. Maybe more, but still stay safe. Later. Screw you, COVID.